Wow, I'm connected to the internet. Amazing. Don't know how that worked. Right. Marketing 1, marketing plan project, 20% of your year mark. So, it's a fair amount. A lot of students who do not do very well in their tests often are able to improve their mark by doing well in their project. On the flip side of that, students who do badly in their tests often also do badly in their projects and fail. So, why is that? Is it because usually the students who do badly in their tests but do well in their projects are the ones who work hard and pass because of that? The ones who do badly in their tests and do badly in their project are just lazy. Because the project doesn't require the project is really just about effort. You don't have to remember anything. You don't have to be excellent at marketing. You really just have to put in the effort. So if you do badly in a project, it's simple. You're lazy. I can't say that for the test, but I can say that for the project. So, maybe lazy is not the right word. No, lazy is the right word. Right, so make sure that you apply yourself to your project, because if you do what I tell you to do, you'll get very high marks. Because it's not difficult. It just needs time and effort. Okay, so in a way the project separates the good from the great. Okay, so I'm going to go through your project with you. I'm going to read through the brief, and I will make this brief available to you on Blackboard and on Facebook, so you'll be able to read through it again. But I haven't printed it out for you because students lose it anyways. If you want to print it out, you can print it out for yourself. Okay, I'm going to read. Marketing planning is one of the most important skills that a marketing professional needs to master. It forms a fundamental part of marketing management and acts as the logical first step to any marketing program. It is thus crucial that you are able to weave together all the various marketing elements that you learn this year into a holistic and strategic whole. Holistic means all-encompassing. This project acts as a practical way of helping you learn to do just that. Okay, so that's the marketing plan side of things. Next, we talk about the industry. This is the other part of what are you going to be doing a marketing plan about? Okay, it's a cutthroat professional world out there with less and less jobs each year to go around. I'm sure you know that. We currently have don't believe what they tell you, 25%, it's 40% unemployment rate in South Africa. And did you know that many students who get degrees don't get jobs afterwards? Did you know that? So getting a diploma does not mean that you will automatically get a job. I can guarantee you that. So, it's a cutthroat professional world out there with less and less jobs going around. For that reason, it is vitally important that you begin building your professional brand today. Thus, you will complete different tasks designed to help you develop your brand and establish an online professional presence, even from first year. Although this project is designed to help you establish your brand, you will continue to work on this brand all throughout your studies here at CPUT and hopefully for the rest of your life. I'm still working on my professional brand. Okay, it's an ongoing project that you do for your whole life, your professional life. We want you and your professional brand to be ready for the real world once you leave us here at CPUT. What is your professional brand? Let me ask you that. Your own personal professional brand. Did you know that you have your own professional brand? Did you know that? You didn't know that? No. When you go and you apply for a job one day, who are you going to be promoting to them? Yourself, just yourself. I like to go for walks on the beach, and I like to go shopping, and to do my hair. Is that what you're going to tell yourself? Is that the part of yourself you're going to share? No. What are you going to share? What are you going to share? Sorry? Yeah. You do. What part of yourself are you going to promote? What classifies as your professional brand? Okay, sure, your diploma adds to your professional plan. Absolutely. Shows them that you have a qualification. What else? Would you put in your CV? Right, because that's the document. Your experience, right? That adds to your professional brand. Sure. What else? Anything else? Experience, qualifications, work ethic, your values. Absolutely. What you stand for, as well as your future aspirations. What do you want to do in life? What do you want to accomplish professionally? All of that adds to your professional brand. Okay? And people employ you based on the nature and the personality of your brand. Your professional brand might be completely different to your brand that's at home. Right? The person that you are at home. Might be different. Okay? You are building your brand, that's why you came to CPUT. You've been building your brand your whole life actually, but you've chosen now to add a marketing qualification and marketing knowledge to that professional brand. And your ability to get a job one day rests on your ability to promote your brand. And to develop your brand in a different way to the person sitting next to you. So that you will have your own unique competitive advantage, your unique selling proposition, your own product, price, place, promotion, your own marketing strategy. What makes you different? What makes you stand out from the crowd? What can you offer? What's your product? What price? If you go to an institution or a place to get a job, will you be able to charge a higher price for your brand than the person sitting next to you? Only if you've added more things to your brand to make it more competitive, to make it more sought after. Right? And as you progress in life, you will add more and more and more things which will enable you to promote, to get promoted and make more money. Why? Because you've improved your brand. Okay? So, the first thing we're going to learn this year, I'm not going to teach you about how to market a small business or a big business. I'm first going to teach you how to market yourself. If you cannot market yourself, you cannot market anything else. Simple. Okay? So that's the challenge this year. Can you market yourself? And can you continue to market yourself for the rest of your life? I'm just going to show you the basics, and it's going to be up to you to continue this process. Now, what is this project going to entail? Firstly, the first phase, we're going to do, you're going to develop a marketing plan for your personal brand. A marketing plan. Okay? And it's going to include doing a market or a situation analysis. It's going to include doing a marketing strategy, a marketing mix, product, price, place, promotion, and then you're going to finalize it and hand it in. First term, this term, that's what you're going to do. Then, next term, and during your holidays, I already give it to you before your holidays so that you can start working on it. You're going to develop a blog online, on the internet, to promote your personal professional brand. Okay? And you're going to do many things connected to that blog, and you're going to write blog posts, and you're going to connect your CV and all kinds of cool things. You're connected with LinkedIn, etc. Okay? And I'm going to teach you, don't worry, I don't know how to do a blog. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. I've been making blogs, building blogs since 2010, and I've already developed video tutorials which take you step by step and explain to you exactly what you need to do. Okay? So, that's the assignment: theory or strategy and practical. Okay? Now, let's continue. Okay, assignment 1, marketing plan. The objective is to develop a marketing plan for your personal, professional brand. Now, the first section is called a situation analysis or a market analysis. And some of the basics of what you'll need to do. A situation analysis is research that is designed to help you understand the market situation out there. What's going on out there in this space? Okay? Often a pestle analysis is used in conjunction with other forms of analysis, like a SWOT analysis and etc., to analyze the market situation. Your job will be to analyze other professional marketers. What is the marketing space? What's the space that you're going to be analyzing? If you can think off the top of your head. Hi there. In which space are you going to be promoting your professional brand? Which market? Starts with the J. The job market. That's the one you're going to be analyzing. How do other marketers promote their professional brand in the job market? So you're going to have to analyze the job market. You're going to have to understand what are companies looking for, number one. What are the customers in this case, right? Who's the customers in this market? It's the marketing organizations. What's the product or brand in this market that's being sold? It is people, marketers. So you need to find out what do the customers want, and then you need to find out what your other competitors that are out there already, how are they marketing themselves. Because you're going to be joining that market whether you want to or not. This is a business and a brand that you will establish. Point. Okay? So you better start thinking about it now already. Maybe I can just speak to you about my personal life and encourage you from that perspective. And I think I've shared a few of these things with you before, haven't I? Haven't I? I had this understanding, I don't know how, I just had it, from first year, when I started studying here. And I realized it's not just about getting good marks, getting a job and entering this market and selling this brand in the market has got very little to do with my qualification. And has everything to do with my experience, my skills, and my connections. Networks. So by the time I'm finished with university, I don't only want a distinction for various subjects, and I didn't get many distinctions, but there are many students who did get many distinctions, but then they didn't have all the things that I've gained as well, because they spent all their time now trying to get distinctions. Now, don't get me wrong, I think you should go for distinctions, but that's not the only thing that matters. What also matters, and this is where I think I spent my time, instead of socializing and sitting in front of the TV and playing on WhatsApp, I spent my extra time building those other three areas. Number one, experience. I got involved in any type of marketing project that I could find that was practical, which could help me grow in my experience. And CPUT helped in that regard. They made various things available for me to be able to do that. In the second year, I was part of a competition where I developed a promotional plan. In my third year, I was also part of a national competition, which also had to develop a marketing plan for Media 24. And in BTech, we developed a strategic marketing plan for a real company. So involved in marketing strategy planning for real companies. And if CPUT is not offering you those opportunities, although we do, I would suggest, and then obviously my internship in my third year. Experience. And in my first year, I started working at an events organization here in Cape Town. I'm not from Cape Town originally, but I found a company I can go work at during the holidays and make experience, make connections. I made a lot of contacts in that industry. I made a lot of contacts in the advertising industry in my third year. And then in my fourth year, I made contacts in the strategic marketing space because I was getting involved, meeting people. And they saw, wow, this guy, he might not have a qualification yet, but they could see some of my ethics. He wants to get involved. He's motivated, etc. Made connections through went to conferences, went to seminars, everything that's free. Went to business startup weekends where you work with other small businesses, well, not small businesses, other people who want to start up new businesses. getting involved in the marketing and business space. And the other thing I grew in was skills, real practical skills. So I taught myself how to make blogs, how to do Photoshop. Use a free program called GIMP that you can download, which is almost like Photoshop, which you can learn, teach yourself, and you can watch video tutorials, teach yourself how to develop logos and things like that. It's all out there. It just is up to you to take it. So, as a university, we can only give you opportunities, but it's up to you to grab hold of them and to understand it's about developing your own brand. We can't develop your brand for you, we can only give you opportunities to do that. So, that's my encouragement to you. Develop your brand as much as you can in all the areas: skills, experience, connections, and theoretical knowledge. Don't wait for us to give it to you. Please. Because then you'll wait forever. Okay. Right. I hope that helps you. So, however, as your marketing lecturer, I desire to give you opportunities to already begin to develop your brand and really begin to think about these things. And going forward in your marketing career, as a lecturer, I hope to continue to support you. And I do support the second, third years BTECs with this side of their lives as much as possible. So you can continue to talk to me when you go to second, third year and fourth year, and you'll see me around helping you in this regard. But I'm still your lecturer for now. So I'm going to help you as much as I can. Step 2, marketing strategy. Now, marketing strategy, as I say here, involves doing an STP analysis, segmenting, targeting, and positioning. You have to develop an STP, segmenting, targeting, and positioning. And you develop your personal brand, and then you determine which market you're going to target. Okay? Once you've chosen your segment, you will need to develop a positioning strategy for your brand. So, for example, let's say that part of your brand already is that you worked in a fashion retailer. Who here has ever worked in a fashion retailer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, that's already part of your brand. Already, you've got experience in fashion retailing. Okay? So you understand the fashion retail world. You probably understand the fashion retail customer as well. What they're looking for, how they think. Okay? Now, it would be very easy for you, therefore, to begin to target who? As your brand. Who could you go and work for in the future because you've now got retailing experience and you've got a marketing qualification? Who could you go and potentially work for? A big fashion retailer like Woolworths, but instead of working in the retail shop, now you've got a marketing qualification, you go work at head office in the marketing department. So you can segment that side of the market because maybe you like fashion. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like sport. Then you want to segment the sports marketing arena and you want to grow in your understanding of sports marketing. And you want to get involved in sports marketing. So you will, from your second year already, go and get involved in a sporting event that's hosted by, that's sponsored by Coca-Cola and hosted by a local NGO that's run with schools. You get involved, you help with the marketing, adds to your brand. Boom. Easy. Simple. When you know how, when you know what to do. Does that make sense? In terms of who you segment based on your interests. I went to work in advertising because I love advertising. I love creativity. Okay? So that's where I wanted to move in the direction of. But maybe you do want to get into advertising, but maybe you want to work for an advertiser and you want to do advertising for cars. Maybe you want to get into the car space. Whether advertising or, let's say, you love cars, and so you start getting into motor vehicle marketing. And you can either then, you have two choices. You can go and work for VW in the marketing department, or if you're a creative person, you can go work at their agency, Ogilvy, right over here. Okay, so there's many options, but still, you'll be working on the VW brand because you know cars. You understand the car consumer. So, yeah, I'd like you to begin to think about what interests you, what area of, because remember, marketing is not an industry in itself. Marketing is a support industry. We work in the other industries. You understand? So you can't just be a marketer. You need to be a marketer of something. Okay? What is the something that you want to market? That you're interested in? That you're passionate about? Okay? Maybe you love causes. Maybe you want to stand for cancer or child abuse, or so you want to go work in the NPO space. That's fantastic. Maybe you're humanitarian and you want to use your marketing skills to get into that space. Life's too short, guys, to work in an industry that you don't like just for the money. Really. Let me encourage you. Get into an industry that you love, that you're passionate about. Really. And you can build your brand in such a way to get in there. Okay. Right, so you choose your segments. We're going to do that. But you're going to really start thinking about it. Then you're going to develop a marketing mix. And you'll develop your product. What is it that you're offering? Your price, theoretically. The place. How will you offer it? Not just how will you be promoting your brand? In which spaces? I'm going to help you already set up a blog. And that's one space in which you can promote and communicate with your target audience. Another one is via LinkedIn, and etc. I'll help you with that. And then eventually your marketing plan, and that is where you include everything together into a document which you hand to me and I mark. Okay? Right. Then, assignment 2 or phase 2 is the development of your blog. And some of the things that you're going to do. You're going to set up your blog, or okay, what's the objective? To develop a very basic professional blog for your personal brand on WordPress.com. And any of you have any experience with blogging on WordPress.com? One person? That's fine. It's very easy. Have any of you had any blogging experience at all? Tumblr is another one that's used. Blogger is another one that's used. No. No problem. No problem. That's what you have for. So, number 1, set up the blog. Okay, a blog is a type of website. It's basically a website. Okay, you're going to set up your own personal website that enables you to share written articles and other media with a database of people that subscribe via email. So people subscribe to your blog, and then every time you post something, they get it in their inbox and can read it. I'm sure some of you are even subscribed to certain blogs and websites where you get updates often. Okay, so you're just going to develop your one. And in addition, you can add other resources and links to your blog for people to engage with. Okay, so I'm going to put up video tutorials on Blackboard and on YouTube. They're already on YouTube, actually, which you'll be able to use to develop your personal, your WordPress blog. And it's free. You don't have to pay anything. Just time. It's just going to take some time. Okay. Then, step 2, you populate the blog. In other words, you put stuff up there that people can engage with. Now, Reality Beauty, you develop all kinds of things. You have to work all the time. You're developing assignments and marketing plans, and you're doing this and you're doing that. But guess what? Who's the only person who ever sees that stuff? You and your lecturer. They mark it, put it away. No one ever gets. It never gets seen again. But a lot of that stuff is good stuff. It's part of what you've done. It's part of your, what we call your portfolio. Your work, your evidence of the work that you've done. Okay? And I'm going to encourage you to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just do it for your lecturer, because it's work that you've done, but to take it and put it on your blog so that people can see, wow, look at this. Look at all these things this person has made and done. Right? So that it's work evidence. Okay? so that you can use it to add value to your brand and not just be seen by your lecturer. So if you do assignments, you can put them up and you can just tweak it so that it's in a PDF format and so that it's usable. You know, or you could just maybe take out the CPUT logo that you put on the front page and you can just put it up there. We did this as a group project. Maybe you do essays. You can put them up as blog posts. Maybe you do posters. You can put them up as PDFs as well, images that people can go, wow. Graphic design that you've done, like I just showed with you on GIMP, you can develop logos. You can put those up if you do a logo for a small business. Photography that maybe you like photography, you can put that up. Maybe you want to get into the photography, marketing space, the creative side of things. Photo editing work, links to social media sites that you maybe manage. Maybe you manage a social media site for a small business, maybe like your parents' business. You can put a link to that and you can write something about your the fact that you manage their social media site. Events that you've hosted, you can write a blog post about that. Videos you have made, maybe you've made videos on YouTube. I don't know. Anyone ever made a video that you posted on YouTube? One person, right? 2 people, wonderful. That's, guys, if a company can see that you're able to use technology, it shows them something about you, that you're tech savvy. They like people like that, who are intuitive and like to play with things and do cool things. Not because their lecturer told them to do it, but because that's part of who they are. They like doing it. And marketing or business plans that you have developed. So these are all things that can add to your professional brand, not just to help you get a qualification. Okay. So begin to think about things that you've done already this year and even before. It doesn't only have to be stuff that you've done here. It can be stuff that you even did at high school. Start collecting material, even now, that you can tweak and redevelop, maybe add a bit to it, which you can put on your blog. Okay? Think about it. Then, right, I'm going to help you write or develop something that you will be putting on your blog. Each person will have to write 2 blog posts, new blog posts, as part of the project. Research blog writing. We're going to do researching of topics that interest you, that you want to write about, and then you will write the blog posts in your own words. It will be very important that it's not just copying stuff from the internet, that you develop your own voice. And then you publish it to your blog. And then finally, you finalize your blog with everything that's needed, and you hand in by sending me the link to your blog, and then I will mark your blog. Okay? By going online and checking if you've done everything that you needed to do. It's not going to be very complicated. It's just going to be setting up the blog, putting up some stuff that you've done already, and writing 2 blog posts. Okay? Then in the future, in your 2nd, 3rd, 4th year, we will do more stuff, hopefully. And I will probably, if I don't teach you personally next year, I will probably still engage with you and put up videos of ways that you can improve your blog. And then, if you don't do it for marks, it will be up to you if you want to do it for your own personal life or not, to build your brand. Okay. Any questions? Any thoughts? How does it sound? I just see that blank stare. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Or does it sound, I'm not so sure. Sounds wonderful. Not very complicated, very simple. Interesting. Cool. Right. Well, I'm glad you're also excited about this. Because I am. Don't worry, you'll get excited as you go along. Okay, that is the... Now, okay, step 1. Step 1 is for next week. Step 1, I'm going to show you what step 1 is. It's not in there. Do you guys remember the following document? Do you remember the following document? Okay, you've developed this document, haven't you? Now, Your first assignment is to take this document that you've developed, your values, your vision, your value statement, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and all these interesting little things that you've done. Okay, critical success factors, stakeholder matrix, wonderful, personal development plan. I hope you did this all. Good. And that you still have it, obviously. Wonderful. Now, if you don't have it, you're going to have to redo it. Okay, so you're going to take that personal development plan that you developed for Ms. Peterson. Okay? And you're going to adapt it into the first section of a marketing plan or business plan. Now, I'm going to show you, and I'll make this available to you, obviously. But the first section of your marketing/business plan is a section we call the company description. Okay? And, okay, that's the executive summary. We shall also have company description. Okay? And usually in a business plan, you first have an introduction. What is the business? So in your case, who am I? Right? I'm a marketing professional, da 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 da. Okay, you won't have to write about your promoters and shareholders because you don't have any promoters and shareholders as an individual business, as an individual brand. Then you'll talk about the business solution. What is it that your business solves? What is it that you are a marketer of? Okay? And then you will talk about your customer description. Who is your customer? Who is it that you're going to be promoting your brand to? Okay? Industry description, you're going to talk about the industry. What is the nature of your industry that you are a brand in? Okay? So if it's the fashion industry, you're going to talk about the fashion marketing industry and you're going to explain a little bit about it. And then you're going to talk about your vision, which you did, your vision statement. You're going to put all that stuff in here. Your mission statement, your goals and objectives, and your SWOT analysis. And you can include, let me just see here what else there is, your values. I'd like you to include everything that is in this document. You do have a stakeholder matrix. Who did she say it was? Who's your stakeholders of your brand? Is it your parents and your lecturers? Okay, fine. Okay, good. That's good. Let's use that. Let's put that stakeholder matrix. We put in there where it says promoters. See there? Where is it? There we go. Promoters and shareholders or stakeholders. We put that in there. Okay? And then what else is there? Let's have a look. Critical success factors. Great, you put that in as well. You can find a place for it. You can put this in. I like this. The things, your values. What do you value most? Okay, obviously that. Okay, there's more values, your vision, and you'll have to develop a mission statement from your vision statement. Okay, so very simple. You take your personal development plan, you adapt it into the first part of a marketing and business plan, and you add some of the other things that I put there. It's also a template, so it tells you what to do. And that is for next week, Monday. Right, not much work to do because you've already done all that work.
What if you want to make changes?
That's fine, you make changes. Make changes, no problem. No problem. Sure. Okay, so listen up, listen very carefully. That's for next week. First section, what you'll do is, I will make this template available to you. You will make the changes and then you will print your company description and you will bring it and hand it in. Okay? Then I will brief you on the next section, which will be to do a market analysis. You got it? Okay, So we're going to do it step by step. I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a hand in, I'm going to tell you what to do. And remember, each hand in is going to be activity marks, which will be incorporated into your final mark. Okay, so you will get activity marks for each hand in. Okay? Any questions? I will make this available to you, yes.